If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shah Peerally can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shah Peerally is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shah Peerally, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
Are you an H1B visa holder? Do you have an I-140 petition approved or have an extension under AC-21 provisions? Are you on H4 visa? If yes, we've got amazing news for you. As of May 26, 2015, you or your spouse on H4 visa might be eligible for a work permit, aka EAD. And to apply, you need a lawyer who knows about H4 visa issues. Lawyer Shah Peerally has been at the forefront of this fight for H4 rights and has actually helped make this dream a reality. Now, his firm is ready to help you or your spouse get their EADs. Call 510-742-5887 or visit www.splgpc.com to apply for your EAD. This is an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shah Peerally for the Shah Peerally Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shah Peerally Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello, everybody. Assalamu alaikum, Sastikar, namaskar to all the listeners. This is attorney Shah Peerally, and we are live on air today. Today is December 29, 2016. The new year is coming, 2017, so I wish everybody Happy New Year. And I have Franco on the board with me today. Hopefully this new year will be an okay one, a good one, at least an okay one. And anything I'm going to tell you today is my opinion. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. The number to our office is 510-742-5887. 510-742-5887. Our website is attorneyonair.com. attorneyonair.com. Please check. I update it on a regular basis. And if you want more information, of course, call us 510-742-5887. So let us start today, ladies and gentlemen, some news. Number one, immigration side, there's not a lot of development except a bunch of stuff that Obama is passing the last minute, including something that happened suddenly on the 23rd. The fees increased on a lot of cases on immigration, but also the thing that is most surprising, without notice, many of the forms have changed, somehow a little bit tweaked here and there, but you need to use the new form now. You cannot use the old forms. So, and they don't give time now. They are not giving any chance to even use the old form. So if you're filing anything and you have prepared it and you're going to send it now, make sure that you're using the new form, which is on the USCIS website, and the link is on our website. And the number to our studio today, 408-912-5565, 408-912-5565. I think we already have one caller. Let me take the caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Hi. I have a question actually. Me and my wife are Canadian citizens. I am here on a H1B with I-140 approved. 4 months back, I applied for H4 EAD for my wife. The EAD got approved, but we did not get the EAD card for 3 months. We called UCIS and We filed a report. We still didn't get the EAD card. My wife had to leave the country. She had to go to Canada. The question is that if she has to come back without the EAD card, but I-765 approved, what are the options?
The EAD has nothing to do with the traveling. The EAD is attached to the H4. So as long as she comes back on her H4 visa, which is probably she has a stamp on her passport, the EAD doesn't go away. But you need the card to work actually. So you need to make sure you get the card. Unfortunately, it's kind of sad because it happened for few people where they approve it but they never got the card. But then what you need to do an InfoPass appointment. Go there and try to figure this out when they will give you the EAD. But you can only do that when she comes back. But the EAD is not important for her to travel. She just needs the H4 stamp on her passport.
Okay. So she's a Canadian citizen, so stamp is not necessary. So only the H4 document should be enough.
Yeah, the H4 document is enough. But usually if you do go for more than 30 days, they might ask for the stamp if you want to come back on the H4. Because the revalidation of the H4 applies only for 30 days when you're in Canada. Otherwise, you need the stamp to come back. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay? You're welcome. So let me see. We have another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in air.
Hello, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
I have a question. Me and my wife both are working on H1Bs for different companies. And my wife is planning to take maternal leave for 6 months. And according to her company policy, they will pay for only 1 month for maternal leave, and the other 5 months it will be like unpaid or loss of pay. So they will be generating a pay stub for $0 under leave. So my question is it okay to be on $0 pay on H1B visa for a period of say 5 to 6 months?
Yes and no. This is a good question because the way it works is called non-productive leave, where they don't have to pay you. But technically, is she going to get disability, maternity disability?
No.
Why are you? Because if you are in California, for example, you get that. So, but the thing is just like technically, it all depends on the USCIS. If you can prove that she needs 6 months for maternity leave, then and if the company doesn't, as long as the company doesn't revoke the H1B, it is allowed if she goes back, because there's something called under the CFR, it's called unproductive work, especially in situation like hers. But you will have, you might, because it's 6 months. 3 months is kind of okay, but 6 months you might need a doctor's letter to prove that she needs that 6 months. Otherwise, it's better to shift her to H4 and then later bring her back to H1. Because what will happen if she falls out of the H1B status, then you won't be able to do H4 change of status. She'll have to leave the country, come back. I think after 3 months or so, maybe you should move to H4, and then once she's ready to go back to work, they just revive the H1.
Okay. And for H4, it is okay if the H4 is filed, it may not be approved because it takes like 5-6 months or even more for it to be approved.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, because as long as you file it, she will have the protection of a period of stay, but it has to be filed before the H1 gets cancelled, or at least 60 days with the new rule after January 17. But I recommend that you file it if they're going to be that long, just to be on the safe side, because 6 months you might not get a doctor to approve that she needs 6 months off. And then what happens, then technically the H1B, if later on there's an inquiry, they ask for check stub and there's zero, and that it would be a problem for your wife. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and Happy New Year. Let me see if do I have more callers? Okay, so yes, ladies and gentlemen, we had two very interesting calls today, very different, both on the H1 and H4. And if you have any questions relating to immigration, whether it's adjustment of status, marriage petitions, family petitions, VAWA, you name it, I-140, labor certification, feel free to call us at the studio. 408-912-5565. This is Attorney Shah Peerally broadcasting live today. Today is December 29, 2016. Next week might be a recorded show, but I'm not sure. So if in case you're hearing this after in 2017 first week, I think next week will be the 6th or something. So then that means you basically got the recorded show, but otherwise it will be live. So it all depends on my availability next week. So just to let people know, we are talking about immigration. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hey, good morning, Shah. My name is Manmohan. I have a question relating to I have a question related to the H1 application.
Mm-hmm.
We applied for the H1 for my brother, and it got picked in the lottery, and we received an RFE for that in last month, and that RFE is saying that we need to submit in a client letter that specifically mention about the my brother's name on that client letter.
Yes.
When I talked to the company who filed the H1, right, they're saying that it's highly impossible to get the letter on the resource name when he's not even interviewed and the visa is not even approved yet.
Yes.
So, what is the process and how can we proceed with it? I'm not getting much response from the consulting side.
Yeah, because many of them don't know the answer right now. Even us, we're getting confused the kind of stuff they're asking. But the end client letter is something that has been very much used now in the since the 2010 memo came out, new file memo. But that memo doesn't require the client to name the candidate. It only needs to show that there is work for the client. So usually the way we tackle that, you need to do a legal analysis and put it out there to you, saying that their memo doesn't request that. Only thing their memo requests is to prove that we have to get things moving in a way that proves that this person has work there, potential work. So usually an email can do and things like that. But unfortunately, if they don't cooperate with you and the lawyer cannot do the legal analysis, the case will not be approved. They are getting very strict. In fact, now I have cases where even with the client letter, now they're asking for showing the project of the end client. So it is tricky, but it is doable. I've done it a few times, but I've seen cases getting denied also based on that. So what they need to do, they need to fight it based on that memo, and then try to find something that links your brother to that company. For example, a badge, for example, an email or things like that. Then you might be able to win it. But if your brother is in India and he's not working for that company, it becomes very difficult. Okay.
Yeah, the company, right? They have a contract with the end client till 2018. They have a PO. Right. Is it possible to submit the PO and explain that he is going to come and work with the same client? Will it be stand anything?
Yeah. It is possible. You need to throw everything at them right now at this point. There's no way out of it. But also, a legal analysis has to be made to show that this memo is not requesting actually an end client letter. So hammer them with the law. Hopefully, if you get an officer who understands where you're going, they might approve it. But it's a case-by-case basis. But the PO should be enough, but it's not good enough because what they want to know is to pinpoint that a specific candidate will work for that specific job. And that's where it becomes a big problem for new H1Bs right now. But it is doable, but it's a 50-50. You need to do it properly, and the lawyer has to do that legal analysis, plus they have to put the PO, plus they have to show an email or something saying that they won't give an end client letter, etc. It's a little bit tricky. It's more like, if you need help, just give us a call. We can see if we can answer the RFE for you. Okay? All right?
Okay. And but one more thing, right? So if the company is not able to get the letter, is there any chance to transfer the petition to some other companies where
no.
they provide the
No.
Not
until the case is approved, you cannot transfer anything. And even then, it becomes difficult now. You have to work for that company. So it is still a winnable case, but it's a difficult case if they're not cooperating. Okay?
Okay, yeah. I'll give a call offline and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, sure. If you need help on the RFE, we can help you. I cannot promise you will win, but we have done similar situations and we have made it. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
Good luck to you. 510-7. Happy New Year to 510-742-5887 is the number to our office. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. My name is Mudit. How are you?
I'm Mudit. I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Yeah. So I'm contemplating a situation and I need an advice. So I have H1B approved. I've been working for more than 6 years. So I've completed that 6 years quota, whatever the time is, and then I'm on 140 approved with priority dates to March 2014. So it's
kind of far, yeah.
Yeah. So the question is, so if the situation goes like this and the new administration doesn't make drastic steps, if I take a sabbatical of 2 to 3 years, that means go back to India, then for coming back, the procedure would be same as getting a new job here from an employer's perspective, or would he file a new H1B?
Yes, it's not a new H1B. You're still going to be cap exempt since you have an I-140.
Okay.
But make sure before you leave you already do an extension, even though you don't use it, just to be on the safe side. Keep that extension, then you leave. And when is your new extension expiring?
2018.
Okay, that's fine then. You don't need any more. So you can just leave on that, and as long as the law stays the same under AC-21, which I doubt will be changed because this is a law that was passed actually by Republicans.
Yep.
You will be able to use it and come back. So what you'll need to do, just revive that H1B or file a new employment cap exempt, and then consular processing, and then you just, if you have a stamp, you can use a stamp. If you don't have one, you have to go and get a stamp and come back.
Okay.
But provided the I-140 is still alive, okay? If they cut off the I-140, then you have a problem.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have any other callers, but you can call. Feel free. The number to the studio 408-912-5565. I know a lot of people are really kind of under tension because of the new administration, and they have good reasons to be so, because things are going to change drastically here. The question is, what is going to be affected? We have analyzed this extensively, go back and forth on this, but unfortunately nobody knows. That's the biggest problem that we are facing, because they're not really being transparent like the Obama administration was. They're doing things pretty much under the table, kind of, quote unquote, and we don't know how things are going to be for immigrants in the next 1 year. Although Trump is willing to work with businesses, we'll have to see after January, when he takes power, how things are going to unfold. But hopefully things are going to be not that bad as we are hoping. We're not hoping, we are expecting. So we are hoping for the best, even we are expecting the worst. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi, this is Amit. Actually, I have a question about overstay.
Yes.
So I had overstayed for like 20 days, 2-3 years back. And now every time I come back, I get to go in that secondary immigration stuff. So I was wondering, is there any way by which I can take my name out of it or something?
Well, technically, if it is just an overstay of 20 days, you should not have this problem. But once you are in that system of deferred inspection, it's very hard to get out. You can go to try to do an info pass with USCIS and tell them to see if they can clear you in their system. What is happening, the system is flagging you every time, and once they did it by mistake in the first place, unless there was some a specific reason your overstay had a problem. But they probably did it first. But once they have it in the system keeps repeating it every time you travel. Actually, until you become a green card holder, a citizen, they might give you that hard time, unfortunately. But one way to clear that is to go to the USCIS or the CBP office. Where do you live? In the Bay Area, California?
Yeah,
or
San Francisco. Yeah.
San Francisco. So you go to the San Francisco street on Sampson, 11th Street. Try to talk to the CBP there.
Okay.
It's on it's on 11th floor on Sampson Street on 630 Sampson. Just go there and tell them you want to talk to them, and ask them if they would be please remove that, because every time you get questioned, will they be able to help you remove it? If they can remove it once on the system, then you should be set. But from my experience, most of the time, unfortunately, the way the system is set, it will keep rotating and doing that until, and then if that doesn't work, also you can try a congressman in your area, and ask them if they can look into that and avoid your second inspection. But it's very hard to remove because it's just a glitch in the system. Okay?
Oh, I see. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck
Thanks
to
a
you.
lot.
And let me know if whatever they say, just give me a call at the office. Keep me informed, because I know a couple of people had the same problem, and they never gave me feedback if they were able to remove it. But let me know if you were able to remove it after you talk to the CBP. Okay?
Oh,
okay?
I see. Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air.
Hello, Dr. Shah. So I have a question regarding concurrently filing H4 and H4 EAD. So my wife is currently on H1, and I'm planning to file a H4 for her. And since I have a approved I-140, I'm planning to file H4 EAD for her. So can these be filed concurrently? And if they are filed concurrently, do I have to wait for the H4 to get approved for the H4 EAD to take effect?
Very good question. First of all, yes, do apply concurrently. Actually, they recommend you to do that together. Otherwise, it becomes a kind of a drag on the system, because the system has a system. Either you file H4 or you file H4 and H4 EAD together, or the EAD. So they don't have this department in between. So yes, you need to file it. As long as the H4 is not approved, she's still on H1, so she can continue working on H1. Most of our cases that we're filing right now in the office, I don't know how it's going to be now, but we are getting both approved at around the same time. So we got one approved like one day. H4 got approved on Monday, and no, I think Wednesday, and then H4 and H4 EAD got approved on Thursday. So yes, the H4, the system works this way. The H4 has to get approved, then they issue the EAD. But it goes pretty fast. It's just a matter of formality. So yes, to answer your question, file it concurrently, and if you need help to file it, give us a call. We'll help you. Okay?
Okay. And one more follow-up question is, how long does it normally take currently for H4 to get approved?
Well, it depends on the timing, but it was taking around 90 days for most cases to 120 days. But recently we have seen them speeding up really fast. I think in one case we got it approved in 6 weeks to 7 weeks. But I don't know. Like I said, government is changing in 3 weeks, so we don't know how they're going to deal with things. But right now, if you file quickly now, you should be fine. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much, Doctor.
And if you need help, give us a call. 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hey, hi, Shah. Thanks a lot for taking the call.
You're welcome,
morning.
sir. What can I do for you? Good morning.
Quick question. Will there be a problem if you travel abroad while there is a H1 transfer going on?
It's not a problem, but yes, if you have an H1B transfer going on and you already moved to that other job, until the H1 gets approved, you won't be able to come back. Or the H1B transfer itself will automatically be converted into consular processing. However, if you come back, let's say you're moving from company A to company B. If you come back with company A, you don't have any problem. But then the transfer, if you do it will be broken because you left the country. So I don't recommend leaving until the transfer is approved. But you can always use company A to come back, but it becomes a little bit tricky because then they get confused which company you're working with, and they will give you a hard time at the airport. And if you need to go for stamping, they won't give you the stamping until they figure it out.
Okay, in my case, I don't have to go to the stamping because I do have company A's visa till 2018 or some date. But then let's say it is in the process, and when I'm abroad, it gets approved. But I still haven't resigned at company A. I am planning to come back on company A and then resign. Will that be okay?
Yes, And no, because this is a problem. You will be able to do that at the airport. They will ask you. Then you can say you're electing to continue working with A. But then if you want to move to B, you will have to do an amendment because the status will be broken. You'll have to shift that status from company A to company B, because when you enter the I-94, they're going to give you is going to be for company A. So you'll have to file an amendment or file a new H1B transfer to bring it to company B.
Okay.
So it becomes tricky. Then it's better not to file the transfer now. It's better to leave. When you come back, you file the transfer.
Got it. Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. This is. Hi. Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yes,
I was trying on multiple lines. Sorry. Okay.
No problem.
So I have a quick question here. So my question is, I joined employee. Let's say I'm working for the employer C, and there are 2 layers on top of me, and now I'm joining directly to the employer A, and the petition got approved with my H1B got approved with employer A, and the employer C, who filed for my change of location, that is amendment, got an RFE. But at this point, I'm joining employer A, so which is where the H1B got approved. So is there any problem, or is there anything which I have to do with employer C?
Well, if you're already moving to A and it's already approved, then you can just ignore it or let them answer it. But since you're already with A, then you don't have to worry about C. They can just withdraw it. It doesn't affect you, because you can have, as long as one company which have not canceled your H1B is alive, you're good. You can use that. So you don't have to worry about C. But if you want to be on the safe side, you might want to tell them you no longer want to work for them, so that they don't go and answer the RFE and have all the headache, and then later come back to you and ask you for a bunch of stuff. So it doesn't going to affect you even they won't answer C's RFE or file the amendment or whatever, because you have the right to elect which one you want to work with. As long as company A has a good H1B for you, it has not been cancelled, you can just work for A. Okay?
Okay. And also regarding the notice period, I have a question. Let's say I have to serve a 2 weeks of notice period, but my current employer is troubling me with giving my pay. So in that case, if I reduce my notice period to a week, how is it going to impact me?
Well, notice period is not something, it depends on your contract you have with them. It doesn't look good on you to just leave, but then if they're not going to pay you, then you can do whatever you think is right. But this is contract law. It's nothing to do really with immigration. It doesn't affect you, but contractually and ethically it might not be right. But if they're not going to pay you, then you can just go ahead and say, you're not going to pay me anyway, so I'm leaving. That's it. Okay?
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, but I cannot promise you on contractual part, civil matter, how they're going to treat it, because that's a different issue. This has nothing to do with immigration. But immigration-wise, you're safe. Okay? Huh?
Okay, got it. Okay.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello? Hello? I think I lost the caller. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We had so many calls and different situation today. It's kind of breaking the trend today. I'm really happy about that, because we talk about H4, we talk about leave under H1, we talk about issues when regarding to taking sabbatical time, transfer and traveling, you name it. And if you still have questions, we will still be taking questions for the next 15 minutes. And feel free to call 408-912-5565. And we are talking about immigration, but we will also be talking a little bit about debt settlement, because a lot of people are a little bit, unfortunately, they are worried about their positions, they're worried about their houses, they're worried about their credit cards, and they have kind of maxed it out, especially New Year, they buy gifts and everything, and suddenly when the job doesn't work, they find themselves with a lot of debts and they cannot get out of it. We can help you kind of get out of it, we can do a debt settlement. For example, let's say you owe $100,000 on a card, and you have only like $10,000 or $20,000. We might be able to negotiate this and bring it to a fraction of this value and let them forgive you the rest of the money. This is just an example I gave, okay? So it's not exact figures, but what we do in a debt settlement, we avoid you bankruptcy while we negotiate the amount that we have to pay them, and they forgive you for all of them. So if you need help on those, we will be glad to help you. And the website to check for those is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. The number to our office, 510-742-5887. So talking about that, we also are having few cases of second mortgages where the house is a little bit underwater in some places. Most of them in the Bay Area are not, but now with the interest rising, things are going to be a little bit tough on many people, especially if they have a second loan. So you might be able to contact us, and we'll see what we can do for you. 510-742-5887. And if you want to know more what is a debt settlement, is yourdebtsettlementattorney.com. We have been doing debt settlement for almost 6 years now, and we have been very successful. This is the second department we have with the Shah Peerally Law Group. But the main one is immigration, of course, and that's where most of our cases come from. But we also help people, especially in our community, to get out of debt so that they don't have to file bankruptcy. So now, having said that, let me go back to my immigration unless I have some caller, Franco. Do I have any caller? This is Shah Peerally, you're live on air. Okay, sorry for that. So I think if you, I know a lot of people call me at the office, say we call 2-3 times and the lines are clogged, but you have to keep calling because everybody tends to call at the same time, and we have only so many lines, and then they give up after that. So you have to keep calling. 408-912-5565. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally, you're live on air.
Hi, my name is Ram. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Yes, I have a question. My company, my employer filed my GC in AB1 category in May 2016, and the case status has not been changed. It's been more than 7-8 months. I would like to know, how long usually it takes for an EB1 application, which is filed as a multinational.
It's an EB1C, right? Yeah, EB1C,
yeah, it's
right?
An EB1.
Yeah, EB1C takes around 8 months. It takes around 8 months to 1 year.
And the application is with Nebraska Center, and it's filed in the multinational executive category. So I'm wondering, it's more than 7 to 8 months actually, and still the case status is, the case has been received, and there's no change in the status basically.
Yeah, EB1C is a very tricky situation because there's no premium on it. So because they're giving priorities to those EB1s on premium, and there are a lot of people filing, most EB1C, we file a couple of EB1C. The last one I filed was around the same time. We still have no answer. So you have to pay a little bit more because I think it will take around 1 year to get an answer. So you can do an inquiry. You can give a call to the USCIS and find out through the 800 number. But you're still within the processing kind of time right now. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Hello.
Hi, Shah. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well. What can I do for you?
Yes, I have a question regarding applying visa for my in-laws.
Yes.
And what I've done is my brother-in-law was graduating last year, and we initiated the process then by filling out DS-160 and stuff. But we did not have, we were not timing it properly, so we missed the time slot of applying visa then. Right?
What you mean you missed the time slot? You mean
in the sense I was waiting for a visa slot in a regional language so that we don't face issues during the interview, but we were not fortunate to get that within time.
Okay. And by that time your brother-in-law already graduated, right?
Correct. So
well, you can always. Did you apply after that?
No, I since I have 1 year validity period for for the fees I paid. I'm trying to apply it on because me and my wife both are on H1. We didn't want to go with the graduation route again.
Now, you can have any reason for them to visit, just to see you and things like that. It's not just specifically has to have an event, but you can have other events. She might want to come for a vacation. She might want to see you. Having an event is helpful, but it's not necessary. So,
so
you can
in
always
that case,
have a letter
I need to
explaining.
refill the DS-160. That's my question.
Well, technically, if you put the reason for graduation, you might have to. But if you didn't put any reason, then no. But if you did, then you have to, yeah. Because you put their graduation is done. You'll be lying on there. It's not good. You're not lying. It's just that it came late, so it will be look like you're lying. So yeah, you have to redo it then. Okay.
But the fees will be valid, right?
The fees, I don't know, because usually they accept it sometimes if you amend it, but right now State Department is acting kind of weird. They have so many glitches in the system. They might ask you to repay the fee. Okay?
Okay, thank you. And advance wishes for the new year for you.
Oh, thank you so much to you. Happy New Year to you too. Okay?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let me take another caller, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here.
Hi, Shah. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I have a question on immigration and I-140.
Yes.
So probably you might have answered this quite a lot, but probably I missed it. The question is, I came to US on company A, and I have an I-140 from them, and then I moved to B, but they haven't yet filed my green card, and it might not happen so soon because of layoffs and things, which is unforeseen. So my I-94 is valid only till March 2018. So if my green card is not filed from company B, I might have to leave, or else I can use the I-140 from my previous company, right?
Yeah, as long as the I-140 is not there, you can use that to do an extension. You can actually go back to the company also if the dates are current. But if you want to get a green card with this specific company, they have to file their own.
Yes. So the problem is my company A got acquired by another company, and the name of company A, which is on the approved I-140, doesn't exist anymore. So will that be a problem if I extend my H1 from my previous I-140?
Technically, yes, but most of the time they just go by the I-140. They never really dig into if the company is there or not, but that might be an issue when the lawyer files a case. The lawyer might have a situation where he might not be willing to file it under the I-140. So my advice is to find a company as soon as possible and have them file an I-140 for you if this company is not working with you. Because if you don't have a good I-140, although the law doesn't say anything about a company closing down, the only thing the law says is you have to have a good non-revoke I-140. But in your case, it's kind of a tricky situation because the company is gone, so that I-140 has no real value in terms. But the law doesn't really say that. So it might become a problematical when it's time to do the extension. So the best is to be on the safe side, have another I-140. But from the point of view of the law, it just says the I-140 is not revoked. So as long as it's not revoked, we can always use that, but it's not something good because the company is gone. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Good luck to you.
Okay,
yeah, call me if you need help. 510-742-5887. Okay? Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know now we have another, I think, 12 minutes to go, right, Franco? 12 or 13 minutes to go. So I'm going to talk a little bit about so many things that are happening, and people are kind of a little bit worried. Of course, for number one, we have all those issues with the new government, etc., and things are not really kind of looking great. But at the same time, we don't know, so we'll have to go by the flow, and hopefully things will not change so radically in the next couple of years. Let me take another caller. This is Shah Peerally. You're live in here. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live in here.
Yeah. A question about my parents' visa and passport. Basically, it is about the passport. while filing my DS-160 and H1B, I gave some random date of birth for a parent's date of birth. They were asking that. I filled out what I said, but now I'm applying passport. But if I see the documents, like kind of documents proofs, they are having some different date of birth. Is that going to cause any issues, like my DS-160, which I filled earlier, is having different date of birth? If they are planning to come here, they will have a different date of birth. Is it going to cause any issues?
It might. It all depends what was the intention. If the intention was to kind of trick the system, if they look at it from this way, then they will say, yeah, they can charge them of 21 to 61, which means fraud. But if it is an honest mistake and you can explain, they might it might not even be an issue. You can just explain that you made a mistake on the date. But as long as it was not done on purpose, so you might be able to fight it. The best is to withdraw and refile one, which is a good one. But if you at the interview explain there was a mistake on the date and have them correct it.
Okay. Now 3 times I applied, means 3 extensions I went, and 3 times I filled DS-160. All 3 times I followed the same. But did they are going to say, like, because I filled 3 times wrong, you are saying if I go with a different date of birth, will they consider such kind of reasons, like it is a kind of a mistake?
Any reason can. Are you talking about yourself or for your in-laws, for your family,
for my parents? For my parents.
Okay. Yeah, they might come back and tell you. It all depends. But now you cannot lie. You have to tell the truth because you didn't know before. That's a different story. But now you know. You have to tell things as it is. So my recommendation is to explain that at the interview or next time when you file with the right date. But yes, that discrepancy, you will have to explain it. They will have to explain it one way or the other, because even you get it, if they find out later, they will take away the visa if there is anything that they think is construed as misrepresentation. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
to you. You're welcome. So I don't know if I have more callers, Franco. This is Shah Peerally. You're live on air. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we won't take many more calls now, and I just wanted to wish all of you a happy new year. And before I go, just to recap, things are going to be tough next year. I want you guys to hang in there. We're still going to offer our services to people to help them for the best. We will still be doing the same, fighting for the rights, and we will not give up on things just like that, because just because the government is changing, they're going to get more strict, doesn't mean we are not going to have the law on our side. So we need to fight them. And for those who are going to file new H1Bs, you're a company or you're an individual or transfer, feel free to reach out to us. We have a very good reputation when it comes to H1Bs, L1 visas, EB1, pretty much on everything immigration. We are not, of course, nobody is perfect, but we have a very, very good record. You can check it on our reviews. You can check it on our website. And also, if you need help, if you're a company or you're an individual, you need our help, please give us a call at 510-742-5887. The website to check is attorneyonair.com. And also to let you know, for those who need help on other areas, especially when it comes to those settlement situations where people are having debts on their head and they cannot get out of it, and they're not filing bankruptcy, or they're planning to quickly move back to India or to another country, and they have those debts. They don't want those debts to be hanging, because even you leave, those debts will be hanging. So we can try to work it out and get rid of them, for that when we come back, if you come back at a later stage, you don't have suddenly getting hit by a bunch of bills on your head. So we can help you in that. If you have loans on credit cards, second mortgages, lawsuit that you owe, judgment against you, you name it, give us a call, 510-742-5887. And just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, again, Happy New Year. I wish you all the best for next year. Next week, this show might be recorded next week. So if you're listening to this show on January 2017, the first show, I will try my best to do it live, but just in case I don't, it will be recorded. Franco will know. And again, Franco, Happy New Year to you and your family, to KLOK, to everybody, to all my friends, and Amit. I think, Amit, you're there?
Hi, Shah. Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Amit. Happy New Year to you and your family. I wish you all the best. And hopefully we'll see you next year. And I wish you all the best. And anything I'm telling you today, ladies and gentlemen, is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Good luck to all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. We'll have a great year.